In the last session, we have discussed about this sulfide pulping process. In that sulfide solution, that is sulfide of calcium bisulfite or magnesium bisulfite or ammonium bisulfite can be used as the chemicals in the cooking liquor. The sulfide process involves principal reactions like sulfonation and solubilization of lignin with sulfide solution, and second one is hydrolytic splitting of cellulose lignin compound. Sulfide solution is actually prepared in the sulfide preparation unit where sulfur is oxidized to sulfur dioxide, and this sulfur dioxide in presence of water and calcium carbonate, it gives calcium bisulfite and carbon dioxide. Similarly, when the sulfur dioxide, water and magnesium carbonate is reacted, it forms magnesium bisulfite and carbon dioxide. Sulfur dioxide and magnesium hydroxide reacts and produces magnesium bisulfite, or sulfur dioxide, water and ammonia is reacted and to produce ammonium bisulfite. The process in this was sulfur is melted in the tank heated by rotary burners. Sulfur vapors are burnt in the combustion chamber to sulfur dioxide with controlled oxygen, that is to avoid the formation of sulfur trioxide. The sulfur dioxide thus obtained is cooled quickly in horizontal or vertical pond coolers, and then it is reacted with calcium, magnesium or ammonia, calcium, magnesium carbonate and ammonia to produce calcium and magnesium bisulfite and ammonium bisulfite. The digester is filled with wood chips, and this acid cooking liquor is pumped at the bottom of the digester. The digester is a cylindrical steel vessel of capacity of 1 to 20 tons of wood chips and 10,000 to 2 lakhs liters of this cooking acid liquor, and it is lined by acid resistant material to avoid the corrosive action of the liquor. Then the digester is heated directly with the steam or circulating cooking liquor, which heats the mass uniformly. The cooking condition varies according to the type of wood used and the chemicals that are used in the cooking liquor. The pressure of 480 to 11,000 megapascal is maintained at a temperature of 170 to 180 degrees centigrade. The cooking period is around 8 to 12 hours. After cooking, the digested wood chips are actually blown down in a blow down tank, and then the cooking liquor is actually separated in washing units from the pulp, and this cooking liquor is known as black liquor, or here it is known as red liquor. This red liquor is then sent to chemical recovery plant where the chemicals are actually recovered before discarding the water into flowing streams. The pulp from the blow tank is passed through a series of screens to remove the knots and lumps of fibers, centrifuged to remove the foreign material, and then concentrated in thickeners and then sent to the bleaching unit. The bleaching is carried out to remove the color bodies from the pulp, and this pulp consists of around 80 to 90% of dry fibers, So this pulp, sulfite pulp, is used for the production of high-grade paper, including bond paper, and also it can be used alone or mixed with rag pulp to make writing and high-grade paper. It can also be used for the preparation of dissolving pulp for the synthetic fibers. Today we will discuss about the other pulping processes. Like number one is NSSC, that is neutral sulfide semi-chemical pulping. Here, less chemicals are used than full chemical process like sulfate process and sulfide process. This yields a pulp from the given wood which much higher in concentration, that is 65 to 80%. Such pulp is used in the manufacture of liner boards and corrugated papers. The quality and bleachability are very poor. Batch and continuous digesters can be used for the production of the pulp by this method. The idea is to make a mild cooking, weakening the binding material between the fibers, which is then separated by mechanical means. Sodium sulfite with sodium carbonate is usually used as a cooking liquor in the sulfide, neutral sulfide semi-chemical process. But other pulping agents like green liquor can also be used along with the elevated temperature to give enough softening to permit mechanical refining. The high yield obtained reduce the stream pollution problems when the wastewater is disposed in the stream of waters. The other pulping method is, that is secondary fibering or fiber process or fiber pulping. Nowadays, waste papers are used for repulping. In the repulping process, batch processes are used. The collected material is repulped in water, cleaned of objectionable dirt and contaminants. Then it is subjected to de-inking process with alkalis such as sodium hydroxide, sodium carbonate, sodium oxide, and then washed with mild alkali. Then this secondary fiber pulp is actually bleached, screened, and then it can be handled like any other pulp. Secondary fiber is worth about 5 times its value as the waste paper as the waste paper. Then the other method, third method, is rag pulping. Here, the rag pulp is the oldest material used for making paper and material still used in the finest grades. Cotton is used in the form of rag or cotton linters. The old rags make up suitable only for felt. So the cuttings from textile manufacturing plants and cloth manufacturing are the major source of the raw material, that is rags. The mixed fibers containing synthetic undesirables in it, like rayon, dyes can be removed with strong reducing agent. Then rags are chopped and cook to remove sizing materials and then treated in beaters for about 20 hours. Pulp is cooked in horizontal rotary cookers for about 2 hours and then the rags are usually chipped into short lengths needed for making paper before cooking. The pulp obtained is bleached along with other pulp. Paper made from rag has a much stronger and much longer storage life than made from wood fiber. This is about rag pulp. The another method of pulping is production of dissolving pulp. Here, the pulp is to be used for making cellulose derivatives. For that, they use this dissolving pulp. It is important that it to be essential pure alpha cellulose. Usually, cotton linters are most pure alpha cellulosic material, but the supply is not sufficient to meet the demand of the cellulosic raw material. Dissolving pulp is made by most post-treatment of high-quality sulfite pulp with sodium hydroxide or from pre-hydrolyzed sulfate pulp. ಇದು ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಪಲ್ಪ್ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಪಲ್ಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಲ್ಫೈಟ್ ಪಲ್ಪ್ ಇಂದ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಇಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ ಪಲ್ಪ್ ಇಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Next we will discuss about preparation of pulp for the production of paper. Right. To get the desired properties of finished paper such as proper surface, opacity and strength, the pulp must be prepared before formation into paper by two processes like beating and refining. First we will discuss about beating of pulp. The equipment used for beating of pulp is known as beater and usually it is called as hollander. Second step is refining of pulp. So this is the figure of an hollander which is used for beating of paper, pulp. It consists of a wooden or metal tank having rounded ends. This is a tank of rounded ends and a partition for down to the middle and thus providing a channel which, around which the pulp is circulated. So this is actually, it forms a channel. When pulp is fed into this, it actually, the pulp circulates through this channel and passes through the gap between the dead plate. It consists of a roll equipped with knives and bars. When pulp is fed into the beater, the pulp is forced through these beaters and the revolving roll and bed plate. ಈ ಬೆಡ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ರಿವಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ರೋಲ್ ನ ಮಿಡ್ಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. The roll may be raised or lowered to achieve the desired result. Beating of the fiber makes the paper stronger, more uniform, more dense, more opaque and less porous. So beating does not actually cut the fiber, it actually splits the fiber and make the pulp higher, more denser than the other pulp. The second one is refining of pulp. Right here, they use the equipment which is known as Jordan engine. It looks like this, right? When the pulp is fed into the refiner of a conical shape or the Jordan engine, stationary bars of metal or stone are set inside the conical housing. You can see this here. The rotor is fitted with metal bars and set close clearance against the shell. ಶೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ರೋಟರ್ಗೆ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Pulp enters at the smaller end and comes out through the other end. During refining, the pulp is deformed, defibered, and dispersed, but not cut by the device. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಪಲ್ಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, and this actually rotor is driven by a motor so that the pulp actually moves from lower end to other end and it comes out at the ದೊಡ್ಡ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಈ ತರ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕೋನಿಕಲ್ ಶೇಪ್ಡ್ ಹೌಸಿಂಗ್. ಅದು ಇದು ರೋಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಬಾರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ವುಡನ್ ಬಾರ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ತರ. ಅದೇ ತರ ಹೌಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಬಾರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಬಾರ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ರೋಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಬಾರ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಪಲ್ಪ್ ಇದು ಅದನ್ನ ಅದರ ಮಿಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದು ಡಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಡಿಫೈಬರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪರ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಫೈಬರ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಬೀಟಿಂಗ್, some additives are added to get the desired properties to the finished paper. Additives like fillers, sizing materials, and dyes are usually added. Alum is added to coat the fibers and coagulate the material present. All papers except absorbent papers like tissue paper, filter paper, blotting papers requires fillers to give a smooth surface, a more brilliant whiteness, improved softness, printability, and improved opacity. Fillers are always finely ground inorganic materials, usually naturally occurring substances like talc, special clays, china clay, titanium oxide, precipitated calcium carbonate, calcium sulfate, barium sulfate, zinc sulfide, silico-aluminates, etc. are used as fillers in the paper manufacturing. Another material that is added is sizing materials. These are all the fillers which are added. As I said earlier, fillers are the finely ground inorganic materials, usually naturally occurring substances like talc, special clays, china clay or titanium oxide, precipitated calcium carbonate, calcium sulfate, barium sulfate, and zinc sulfide. The other material required is sizing material. Sizing materials are added to improve the resistance to penetration by liquids. Sizing may be added or mixed with dilute pulp. The common sizing materials are rosin, soap or wax, emulsion, and third material added are coloring agents. To get the desired shade to the finished paper, we have to use the coloring agents. These are also mixed with the pulp slurry before converting the pulp into paper. These are generally synthetic organic dyes, stuffs, or water insoluble pigments. So this is the preparation of pulp, right? Beating, refining, and addition of additives like fillers, sizing materials, coloring agents. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಪೇಪರ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಟು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಲ್ಪ್ ಇಂಟು ಪೇಪರ್. Right? We'll see some of the MCQs. Question number 1. Pulp produced from neutral sulfide semi-chemical process is dash. That is newsprint paper, B. writing paper, C. blotting paper, and D. corrugated paper. The right answer is option D, to produce corrugated paper. Question number 2. Secondary fiber pulping is made by dash. Options are A. Repulping of waste paper, B. pulping of bamboo, C. pulping of wood, none of these. Secondary fiber pulping is made by option A, that is repulping of waste paper. Question number 3. Dissolving pulp is used for making dash. Option A, plastics. Option B, rubber. Option C, cellulose derivatives. Option D, none of these. The right answer is answer A, C, cellulosic derivatives. Question number 4. To improve the resistance to penetration of liquids, dash is added to pulp. Options are fillers, option B, sizing, option C, dyes, option D, inert clays. Right answer is answer B, that is sizing materials. Question number 5. Which of the following paper does not require a filler during the manufacturing? Is dash. Option A, bond paper. Option B, writing paper. Option C, blotting paper. Option D, color paper. Right answer is option C, that is blotting paper. Thank you.